What's up, YouTube? Makeup Janelle here. If this is your first time to my channel, I am a makeup artist in Atlanta, Georgia, and I'm just talking to you guys so you guys can get to know me a little bit more. I'm trying to post a little bit more frequently on my YouTube and all my other platforms. But if you're here, welcome to my channel. Yo, look, I was on Instagram live doing my makeup earlier, and I said, you know what, just F it, let me put some big lashes on, boo, because I'm about to fly away. But you know what, they're not everyday lashes, but they are growing on me. They are linked in my Amazon storefront. I'm gonna make sure to include the link in the description below, because baby, these lashes are giving, oh child, I don't know what they're giving, but they're kind of cute, but they're just a little too long for what I would wear normally. But anyways, so today I feel like we live in a world, especially with social media, where we're always talking about dating, being single, 50-50. We've had the Kevin Samuels, and now we're in a time where podcasts are really popular, from what's his name, the Finessers Club, to the Tonight Live podcast, where they not podcast but their live panel. I love them actually, but we just have so many different platforms talking about dating and being single and maybe being married and all this extra stuff. So I really just want to give you my personal views, because I am single. I have been single for almost a year now, and let me give y'all the background story. Before this, I was dating a guy for about a year. Before that, like, this was before the pandemic, I was with a woman for almost 5 or 6 years. We were engaged, and I've known her for a long time. So, but prior to the guy, I never really saw myself with a man, because I've always dated women. Like in my 20s, I always dated women. So after the pandemic, I started talking to a guy, and we got serious, and like I said, that lasted for about a year, and that did not last. So now I'm just currently in a place where I just turned 31 this past June, and shout out to all the Geminis, woo-hoo. And I really just was like, yo, let's relax on the relationships, you know what I'm saying? And learn how to be alone. For one, I think a lot of men and women do not know how to be alone. I think that we always need someone texting us, or what you doing, or hey good, hey beautiful, or good morning. We need a good morning text. No, I was like, well, let's just be alone for a while. And I think that, let me say, I think it was just time for me to be alone, if that makes any sense. And now I'm single, and I've been enjoying being single, actually. This is gonna sound really crazy, but I had to put my dog to sleep this September of last year. And when I did that, along with me going into like being single, I really had to learn how to be alone for the first time in my life. I've been in relationships all my 20s, and when I hit 30, I felt like I was going through like a midlife crisis-ish, or just asking myself a whole bunch of questions, like, and it was a lot. And me losing my dog, because I had my dog during all my 20s, I didn't have nobody. Like, that's how I truly felt. I felt like when I came home, locked the door, it was just me, my dog was gone. And it was a really dark cloud over me for a while. But with time, of course, that got better. And honestly, I've just been embracing being single. I'm not really dating either. Yeah, I'm not really actively dating. For one, I personally feel like dating is for dating is for someone who's looking to be in a serious committed relationship, because you date multiple people to figure out what you like, what you don't like. Yeah, I feel like dating, that's what dating is for. And I'm not in that place in my life. I feel like I'm learning how to be alone, which is great. I have no problem with that. And I just, for one, I feel like I don't have time to date. And I tend to relate my financial life to my social and dating life. For me, if I feel like I'm not where I'm supposed to be in other areas of my life, then dating and socializing and going out, I feel like it shouldn't be a big priority. Although I do try to balance and I do get out, but however, I am in a place in my life where I'm open to building friendships, because I do feel like in order to potentially date someone, you need to start out by being their friend first, instead of jumping into a relationship and you don't know this person. I feel like with the guy that I was with, we never built a friendship. It was just, okay, we're liking each other and then we're in a relationship. But I feel like you should take the time, especially while you're dating, for women specifically, men too, because I think there should be no sex involved. I think for women, you should date multiple men and keep the goodies to yourself. Don't get me wrong, but figure out what you like, what you don't like, and still work on yourself at the same time. I feel as if sometimes we go into relationships looking for the other person to provide something that we should be providing already for ourselves. So I am open to building friendships where I am currently, but dating is like the farthest thing from my mind. And then I meet guys and they're like, oh, I know you got somebody. Why would you think that? Like, why can't I be single and get to know myself and get to know, the woman I'm becoming, and just be okay with my mental and how I think and my views and my values? Why can't I be okay with me first? And then whoever else can be the icing on the cake. Like, that's how I feel. With men as well, I feel like men need to figure out, or at least have a good handle on who they are and what you want to be in this life and what kind of person you want to be. I feel like a lot of men jump in meaningless relationships and they just talk to multiple women. You're sexual with these women, and you look up and it's like, do you really know how to be alone, sir? Like, come on. Women too, like, girl, you need to be by yourself for a little bit, like just for a little bit, so you can really just get to know yourself. And so you're not looking for someone to, oh, I need this, or I just, no. I'm enjoying my peace right now. And I feel like sometimes when you bring other people into your life, it can sometimes be a distraction and it can interrupt whatever peaceful situation you have going on. Like I said, I am in Atlanta, so you hear like horror stories when it comes to the whole dating world. And I have yet to really experience that, because like I said, I was in a long-term relationship and then that ended, and then I was in a short relationship and that ended, and now I'm single. So I really haven't got out to really date. I think I'm gonna put this as a part 1 for being single, and then I'm gonna do a part 2 whenever I start dating. But even making friends, I've been a little iffy about that too. I'm not really pressed to meet anybody. Like, I'm not searching for male friends, even building female friends. I'm not really searching for anything like that. I am open, but I'm not like actively searching or meeting people because I'm not that, it's not that serious to me. I feel like whatever's gonna come is gonna come. Another reason why I feel like I'm single is because I haven't maybe met the right person, maybe. I have no kids, so if you're wondering, I do not have any kids. I do want kids, but I don't see myself having them anytime soon. Like I said, I'm 31, and kids are just the last thing on my mind. I can truly see myself probably pushing 35 and up, just now having a kid. I would prefer to be either engaged or married by the time I have kids. I think men and women need to be very particular about who they have kids with, and I feel like that's not it either. I'm in therapy, by the way, and my therapist told me to kind of write down the maybe like top 5 attributes that I would want in a person. And I feel like we don't even take the time to figure out ourselves, for one, and figure out what we want out of a person. I feel like we find a person and we like them, but they have red flags. So it's just, I think during this time while I'm single, I am figuring out the characteristics or attributes that I would like in a partner. And now also, we live in the world where people are always talking about this whole 50-50 thing. When I was with the woman, everything was 50-50. Like, it was always like that. So I've been through that point in my life, but I do feel like because, or when I seriously date a man, for one, I do think both parties should be able to provide on their own. I think the woman should be able to provide a lifestyle, roof over her head, whatever. And I also think the male should be able to do the same thing. Now, when you come together and figure out what works best for the household that you guys are trying to have together, I think that's what matters. Yeah, we're just some women these days are just after money, and it's just horrible. I do think we live in a time where it's truly interesting to talk about dating. And I try to stay positive and just remember that whatever is meant for me is meant for me. I try not to get, being single, I try not to get too wrapped up into social media because social media can do that. So if I was to give anybody advice, any woman advice that's single right now, I would say first, work on you. If you have traumas, if you have childhood things or anything that you've gone through in life, I feel like you need to address that first before you think about entering into a relationship. And as a woman, truly think about what means the most to you and what you value, and figure out who you want to be, what kind of mark you want to leave on the world. Just figure out you first, and whatever is meant for you, then it will happen. If you know that you have some toxic ways, then you need to address those. But just figure out what you truly want and what means the most to you. If it means the most to you for you to have a man that pays for everything you don't, and you just want to be a housewife, that means the most to you, then that's fine. I just feel like women should just figure that out. But I'm definitely gonna do a part 2 of this, but I really just wanted to hop on here and talk to you guys about just me being single, because it's really not that big of a deal to me, like for real. Like, I really don't think about it like that. I have friends that are single, and I have friends that date multiple guys. I have friends that are in serious committed relationships. So, and mind you, I'm open to talking to anybody. On this journey, I will say that I think some women are we tend to be very picky. And oh, I don't want that. Oh, he got this. Oh, look at his shoes. Oh, this, oh, that. Girl, like, who cares? Who cares? You don't have to just full-fledged date the guy. You can friend zone him. You know what I'm saying? So, if you are a woman and just single, I say just don't be so closed-minded, because I feel like some women are very closed-minded. Do what works best for you. I will tell everybody that. But I'm definitely going to do a part 2 to this, and maybe talk to you guys about the dating world when I finally just dive into it. I don't see myself diving into it anytime soon, because like I said, I am working on building positive friendships in my life, male and female actually. I never grew up with a lot of male friends or female friends. I will say that I have my few female friends currently, but I never grew up with a male friend at all. And whether you're as a man, straight or gay or whatever the case may be, I don't even have a gay male friend. And I think that's pretty interesting too, because I'm pretty fabulous, honey. Most of the time I'm pretty fabulous. So I think I should conquer that before I try to just full-fledged date. So I hope this was helpful. And I'm definitely gonna do a part 2 of this. If you like this video, please hit the subscribe button. I'm gonna do my best to try to upload more content and more videos for you guys, some glam videos. But I hope you enjoyed this and just listen to me chat about me being a single child. So make sure you guys subscribe and hit the like button. Until next time.